morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on After GMS. It is Tuesday, the 29th of November. We are steamrolling ahead to the last day of the month and then on to a brand new month. It's like a lot of things happen this week.
Yeah.
And we're excited for the change. I'm Tracy McCain here with Megan Molares, Christian Morgan, Ed Matthews.
Hello.
I love when you laugh at me because I always laugh at me.
Well,
so
I
know I'm not laughing.
I like that term, steamrolling. You know?
Good.
Yeah, I
It
like
wasn't.
that.
Yeah, it wasn't the term. It was the.
It was the motion,
dancing you were
the
doing with
gesture.
it.
Yes. Gotta act it out.
And honestly, usually I'm laughing at you before we even, like behind the scenes, before we start the show. So it just kind of carries over.
Yeah, so earlier today, Christian referred to something as being like, like hot garbage, I think was the quote. But I could not contain it that when we went into the show, I was just like, good morning. And it was funny. Y'all will never know the real behind the scenes on that, but it was certainly funny. So I guess we just have a good time.
Mm-hmm. We sure do. All right. Well, the weather is All right, well, the weather's having a good time, trying to trick us into thinking it is still kind of spring outside, winter on the way, later after some rain. I mean, all kinds of things in our forecast this week.
I think you pretty much covered it in correct chronological order. Sunshine across the Piedmont this morning, and looking back at some of the numbers from yesterday, it's been comfortable the last few days. We've seen temperatures in the 60s, and we do that again today, but yesterday we got up to 63 for the afternoon after 42 yesterday morning. Averages right now are 56 and 36. So another day in the 60s today and tomorrow, but after that we see big deal changes for the rest of the week. Temperatures in the upper 40s to near 50 and low 50s Thursday and Friday. Big storm system heading our way. This one likely brings severe weather across the deep south for today and into tonight, but that same system weakens significantly as it pushes toward the Piedmont. Cold front will slide by tomorrow evening, and behind that we see chilly high pressure build into the region to give us a return to nice weather. So severe weather outbreak possible across the deep south for today. And then as we go into tomorrow, our chances for severe weather pretty much fall off. So nothing more than a few rumbles of thunder for your Wednesday morning, but then rain will taper off by midday. After that, we're left with clearing skies and a breeze for Wednesday afternoon. Chilly, but dry and windy for Thursday. Temperatures near 50, and we're chilly in the low 50s for Friday. Back in the mid and upper 50s with a low chance for rain over the weekend.
Well, you spent a lot of time probably the last few days shopping, scouring all the deals since Black Friday, Cyber Monday. It can be a lot.
Absolutely. So we're going to shift our focus here and concentrate on giving back. It's Giving Tuesday, a day that we can make a difference by donating to nonprofits in our communities. And Tried nonprofits certainly need our help.
Yeah, due to inflation especially. Some say they're really struggling to get the assistance people need this year.
Our food donations have been down 50% over the last 5 months. When that inflation hit, we have definitely been experiencing that.
Meals are about $7.25 a meal. So do the math. If we're doing 550 of those a day, it really adds up.
We are not seeing any ease up. We just keep seeing the demand every week. More and more people asking for help. So any help is helpful.
All right, well, obviously, it's a really great effort on Giving Tuesday if you can make the time and you have the resources to give back. All of our local organizations would appreciate some help.
Yeah, so there are different ways that you can give. Regardless, however you decide to give or how much, we want to make sure you are donating to a real charity.
Yeah, experts say it's important to verify the group is legitimate. You can do that in two ways. You can visit give.org or consult the Better Business Bureau.
WFMY News 2's IT News McMiller spoke with a cybersecurity expert about how to spot and avoid scams.
Giving Tuesday is a great way to remember the reason for the season, whether it's giving your time or money to charitable organizations. But even in the midst of trying to do something good for someone else, there are people out there who will try to capitalize off of your good deeds. There are tons of legit charities you can donate to, but there are a handful of scammers setting up fake charitable accounts to trick you into giving them money and your information. You can avoid becoming a scammer's next victim by confirming the organization is real. There are many ways you can do this, but a good site to use is Charity Navigator. Just type in the organization and you'll see how well it ranks. You only want to give to nonprofits with a score of 90 or higher. The higher the score, the better the money is being used. A cybersecurity expert shares with us the two main ways scammers are targeting folks.
Is they're going to respond to links on their phone or pop up on their computer that directs them to a fraudulent website. One of the other things that we're seeing that you need to really be careful about is people starting GoFundMe. If you happen to see that it says, no, it's going to this particular person and not the organization, that is going, as it says, going directly to that individual.
Before donating, don't be afraid to ask the organization questions like how your money will help. If you feel pressured, don't give. That is a red flag. And legit charities will be happy to get a donation at any time. Don't give the organization money if they ask for a gift card or wire money transfer payments. And we have a full list of legit charitable organizations that you can give to. Just head to our website, WFMYnews2.com, to check them out.
So we talk about Giving Tuesday, and here's some really great examples of that. People talking about it online. North Carolina Public Radio saying for every donation WUNC receives, 10 meals will be provided to families in need by the Food Bank of Central and Eastern North Carolina.
The United Way also posted some ways to give on its page, and the Aggies are getting involved. You can donate to North Carolina A&T, texting Aggie to this number. Again, just one of so many universities, organizations who could really use your support today.
Yeah, and some nonprofits like the Greensboro Urban Ministry and Piedmont Rescue Mission in Burlington.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Care Connect. They are a local group that provides really great support for not only the care person, but the caregiver, which I feel like is often, you know, just kind of by the wayside. Just give us like little treats for the caregiver, a nice hour away from the situation, a massage, you know, just little things can really mean so much.
That can weigh down. That can weigh down on the caregiver or the person helping.
For sure.
I think it's so important too to find a cause that's near and dear to you, that's maybe personal to you, whether it be caregiving, whether it be animal rescue, blood donations, because I think finding something that means really a lot to you helps you give year after year and provide that constant support, which is what they need, not just on Giving Tuesday, but all year round.
Right.
Yeah. And you know, this is great to see this giving and caring going on this time of year, but I make a proposal to all of us. Let's carry it forward. Keep it going year round. Wouldn't it make the world a better place?
It really
just
would.
to give. I mean, we think about it obviously more this time of year, but let's just practice it, doing it year round.
Yeah.
I really want to get the kids involved this year. Obviously, the baby's too young, but Christian's almost 3, and he's, you know, understanding. He's understanding how to be empathetic. You know, learning about his emotions. And we had Blanca Cobb on the show earlier, and she suggested really making it about how happy you're going to make another child feel, focusing on those emotions and helping develop that. So it's not like, okay, we're getting this bike, but it's not for you. It's for someone else. It's teaching your children to be gracious, and that's a process. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's an important one.
And now that he's in school, he knows how to share.
Working on it.
He may share at school, but does he share at home?
Working on it.
Working on it.
Working on it.
He's getting there. He's a good heart.
He's a good kid. All right.
So are yours.
Well, definitely let us know how, you know, you plan to give on our feed. We'll take a look at those while we get to our morning headlines today. So it turns out that Santa needs some help. Yep, he needs Santa's helpers. They are certainly in need because of all the wishes that are needed to be granted and all the lists that needed to be checked off, whether someone is naughty or nice. So if you want to apply to be a Santa helper, now's a good time.
The demand has never been greater. It's up 30% over last year. And last year was a record year. For every Santa that reaches out to us, there's 20 open positions that we have.
So again, to apply, you can go to your local mall. They'll certainly take those applications, but the real deal applications need to be sent to the North Pole.
Start working on your Christmas list. I'm sure you are all on the nice one. Santa Claus is almost here. Jolly old St. Nick will make his grand arrival in Greensboro this week at the Friendly Center. He will be celebrating the holiday season, listening to your Christmas wishes at his workshop. It's next to Jason's Deli this year. Santa will be at the Friendly Center from Thursday through Christmas Eve.
And the WFMY News 2 Piedmont Winter Fest will remain closed for just another day. The skating rink at LeBauer Park in Greensboro has been closed since Sunday due to inclement weather, but it reopens tomorrow for families to enjoy a night of fun on the ice. No experience needed, of course. Tickets are $15, and that includes skate rental. Christian needs one of those red things.
And we want to give a big shout out to Ben O'Neill from Asheboro. He was the 10th caller and lucky winner of our Disney on Ice ticket giveaway on the Good Morning Show. The show is stopping at the Greensboro Coliseum this weekend. It's going to be so much fun. It features magical adventures of Frozen and Encanto. You will get to see Anna and Elsa, as well as fan favorites Mickey and Minnie Mouse, and so many more favorite characters.
Yeah. So what you were seeing on your screen right there is movie scenes from Encanto, right? And I literally watch this at least once a week.
Really?
With my kids. I mean, I know everybody's part. I know, and just to see it come to life on the ice is going to be magical for the kids, but I'm actually looking forward to this one. Like, I've taken my kids to every single one. I mean, COVID, of course, there wasn't one, but I've taken them to every single one besides that one, and I'm like, yeah, this is fun, whatever. But this one, I'm excited to see.
See,
I may leave the kids at home.
We could take you down.
I'll go with you.
We can take you down to LeBauer Park, the Piedmont Winterfest, put you on the ice and let you recite.
Oh, no, I can't skate. I can't skate.
Do a little twirl.
Can't do that
Just
either.
recite all the lines.
I will say every time after Disney on Ice, we come home, my kids take off their shoes and go skating on the floor
And
with
the
their
socks.
socks.
And the socks. Oh, yeah.
And they do all types of tricks.
That is so fun. Going to be a great show this year.
Yeah. So as the Christmas season gets underway, a lot of you are going to be decorating, of course, putting up your trees, whether they be the real ones or perhaps something else.
The artificial, perhaps,
Yes,
pre-lit.
there you go.
Okay, well, however you do it, I asked you if you are team real or team artificial. Peggy said on Facebook, team artificial, love both, but we can enjoy the tree longer this way. Lisa said, love both. We had real trees growing up. It wasn't until about 15 years ago we switched over to artificial ones. Brenda posted, our Christmas tree when I was growing up came from my grandfather's farm. I remember going through the woods with my dad until we found the perfect cedar tree. He would cut it down, we would decorate it. I can still smell it. Nothing like it. Great memories. And Patricia said, I love real, but mine will be artificial. All right, weigh in here on our feed. We heard from Robin earlier who prefers the pre-lit trees. Nothing wrong with that, certainly just as beautiful. Melody also likes using pre-lit Christmas trees.
Yeah. I like them regardless. I mean, I love just a Christmas tree.
Yes.
It's really like the meaning of the tree. But I do have artificial trees that are packed away. We still have to take them out and get them up. But I will also probably get a real tree, and I'm trying to kind of stealing off of your mom's concept of, a tree for every room.
There you go.
But I just want to do a tree in like 4 different rooms.
But she puts it up so early, and there's so much to put up. There's no way that a live Christmas tree would live in our household.
Yeah.
But I also love a real Christmas tree and love cutting one down. So Mom puts up all the artificial ones, and that's beautiful. But then Abigail's family does a real tree. So I went with them and cut the tree down. So I get the best of both.
There you
Exactly. You could have taken one to your mom's and just been like, hey, here's one more.
So when I was leaving to go cut down the tree with them, my dad said, whatever you do, don't bring another one here. So we can't do another one.
She's cut off. No more. No more.
Oh, that's so funny. Well, at least you were warned before you
I was
left.
warned beforehand.
Exactly.
I knew what not to do.
Yeah, we went to our local tree lot this weekend. My son was so excited to run up and down. He said, I found a perfect one, Mama. At first it was like this big 20-footer. And I said, no, I'm sorry, buddy. We cannot get that one in the house. Hilarious. So we picked a smaller one. And it is honestly the most beautiful tree we've ever seen. The farmers at that lot said it was one of their best years they've had in a while for growing. And so, I mean, obviously, you know, trees are more expensive this year because of inflation, but for us, that experience was worthwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've already put up your tree.
Believe it or not, the day before Thanksgiving, that's unheard of. That's the breaking news of this season, is Ed putting it up before Thanksgiving. I have a little 4-foot Christmas tree, and many of you know the story, artificial of course, that my grandmother Matthews bought me when I was a mere 12 years old.
Wow.
So this is the 51st year that I have decorated it. But I do love, and I grew up, we had a live tree every year, and the fragrance of that tree spelled Christmas.
Yeah.
It screamed Christmas. So I love a live tree, but as long as I can, I'm gonna put up this little 4-foot tree.
So special, Ed.
Yeah, definitely.
I love that.
So sweet. All right, so we're not thinking about ice right now. We're certainly not thinking about snow on Christmas. But we are thinking rain.
Yes, we are thinking about rain. Not today. It's going to be dry and nice. Clouds will build later today. We should make it up pretty close to 60. Clouds thicken this evening. We'll see some rain develop after midnight through about midday tomorrow. So this is going to move through rather quickly. Don't be alarmed if you hear a rumble of thunder. We think any severe storms will be well to our south, South Carolina and Georgia. That system moves through after being in the 60s today and tomorrow. We are going to chill it down. You'll know the difference. Only up near 50 for Thursday and Friday, and some of those upper 20s on Friday morning. And right now the weekend's looking pretty dry.
Oh, thank goodness for a dry weekend. So much to do with the Festival of Lights is coming up on Friday. It's also First Friday in downtown Greensboro. So lots of things to do this weekend. So
Let's see, we've got, is it the holiday
parade.
Christmas
the Christmas
parade
parade is
coming
on
up.
Saturday.
Looking forward to being there for that on Saturday.
I think the holiday market comes back at the Greensboro Farmers Market this weekend, Winter Wonder Lights. I mean, there's a lot to do.
Right. A dry weekend is perfect.
Good thing.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us on After GMS. We'll see you over on the Good Morning Show at 9 on our main channel in just about an hour.
See you then.